Hi everyone! Welcome to my simple vlog. Again, I am Teacher Kim and today is the day that you will learn about Philippine literature during pre-colonial period. But first, I have trivia for you. Do you know that epic is considered as the most important form of pre-colonial literature among the pre-colonial inhabitants of the Philippines? Okay, and now we will proceed to the forms of Philippine literature during pre-colonial period. First is proverbs. Proverbs are wise phrases that include a metaphor that serves as teaching material, frequently communicating a single concept that teaches lessons to young people. Brief poems that are predecessors frequently employed as laws, guidelines, or examples of good behavior. Proverbs, or in Tagalog, is salawikain or sawikain. The example of salawikain is, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Indeed, that phrase is a wise phrase. Next is riddles. Riddles or bugtong in Tagalog. Riddles made up of one or more measured lines with rhymes and may consist of 4 to 12 syllables. It involves reference to one or two images that symbolize the characteristics of a known object that is to be guessed. Okay, I have a bugtong or riddles for you. Guess what is the answer of these riddles? What has teeth that can't bite? Okay, that is a comb, a teeth that can't bite. Right? A comb has a teeth. Next is, I can fly without wings and cry without eyes. So you can comment your answer to our comment section. Let's see who can guess that riddle. Next is myths. They had supernatural components and went beyond the bounds of reason. Myths lack a foundation in object to reality. Myths is a story that uses symbolic language to describe and illustrate. The example of myths are the gods and goddesses of Ilocos, why there is a high tide during a full moon of Ibanag, why the dead come back no more of Ifugao, and lastly, how the moon and the stars came to be of Bukidnon. Next is legends. Legends portraying a mortal hero rather than a divine one. Legends are tales about actual people who became famous for their bravery or exceptional deeds. These are the legends of the Sleeping Beauty or Kalinga, the legends of the Dama de Noche, legends of the banana plant, and legend of the firefly. Firefly who has a light in its butt. Next, the most important form of Philippine literature during pre-colonial, it is in our trivia. Right, the epics. Epic is a poem that tells the story of a hero's exploits and successes. A story with a long story based on oral tradition centered on the supernatural. The example of that are Biag ni Lam Ang in Ilocos and Hudhud ni Aliguyon in Ifugao. Next is folktales. Folktales are stories that have been passed down orally among people and are typically anonymous. Okay, the example of this is a very famous Dahuan Tamad or Juan Gathered's Guafas. It is a Tagalog folktales. It is about the lazy guy. Our last form of Philippine literature during pre-colonial period is folk songs, hele or uyayi. That song is for the babies, for them to sleep. Okay, next is ambahan or mangyan. Okay. Ambahan, a poetic expression of the southern mangyans of Mindoro here in the Philippines. Okay. Next is kalusan or ivatan. Magkanimay di biro, maghapon na kayo ko, di man lang makaupo, di man lang labor song. Braso ko'y namamanhid, baywang ko'y nangangawin. Okay. Next is tagay, Cebuano or waray. Okay. Everyone knows this song. Especially, it is famous to our father. There's no fear, this joy we drink it here. And when we live from here, all our friends will be drinking all the beer. Iba ang barkada, sa langit wala ang day. Okay ang inuman, ilagay lamang natin sa tiyan. Okay. And next, to our folk songs, our last example is Kanogan. It is also from Cebuano. Pagkakataon, may babalik bang kahapon? We will end this vlog at this song. Natatandaan mo pa ba nang tayong dalawa ang unang nagkita? Panahon ng kamusmusan sa piling ng mga bulaklak at halaman. Doon tayo nagsimula mangarap at tumula. Kabiyak ng ating gunita, ang mga puno't halaman. Bakit kailangang lumisan? Panapanahon ng pagkakataon, may babalik bang kahapon? Okay. Okay, guys, thank you for your listening. I hope that you learned something. And this is the end of our vlog. See you again next time. Bye! Thank you, guys.